Hi everyone, welcome back. In a previous video I talked about roster patterns, and in this video I want to talk about what you can expect when you join an airline and the type of training you'll undergo. Now, just because you passed the interview, the sim assessment and got your contract doesn't mean you'll get to fly the planes. You still have to pass the type rating, and there's plenty you need to get right here. So you begin with the ground school. It's back to the books, I'm afraid. Metaphorically speaking, because it's all computer-based training these days, and I think you'll be used to that if you're studying for your ATPLs with Bristol Ground School. You'll spend 2 or 3 weeks studying the aircraft systems and the company SOPs, the standard operating procedures, and to help with that there should be a flight deck mock-up in the training centre somewhere where you can sit and practice the various routines needed to operate the aircraft. Startup procedures, takeoff procedures, emergency drills, and so on. Now, this is really important. In days gone by, it was the mock-up was a cardboard wooden affair with pictures of the controls stuck to panels. It was called a cardboard bomber, but these days you might find it's a more sophisticated training device, like a collection of touch screens laid out like the flight deck. Regardless though, you need to spend as much time as you can rehearsing the procedures, because if you get to the sim training part of your type rating and you don't know the SOPs or where the various controls are in the cockpit, then you could find your time at the airline cut short, really. When I was training, there were guys who were chopped at this stage for not learning the SOPs, so it does happen. At some point before or after the ground school, they also need to do safety and emergency procedure training. This involves basic first aid, swimming 50 metres or so, firefighting, smoke drills, and the fun bit, throwing yourself down the emergency slides. Some of these drills you'll have to do every year, though sadly not the fun bit. There's also CRM training, but we'll discuss that in another video. So once you've passed the ground school, you'll be scheduled for sim training. Many airlines have reduced the number of sims in the type rating course, and now you have to cram all the exercises in perhaps as few as 5 sessions, plus the skills tests, though you might get up to 8 or 9 sessions. It depends on the airline and also the aircraft type. The important thing is though, it's really intense, and you'll be spending each night learning and practicing the following day's exercises until you can do them in your sleep. Sometimes very expensive, and again, if you're not picking things up, you could be chopped. Sim sessions they're 4 hours long with a 90-minute brief beforehand and 1 hour debrief. And the sessions will involve normal flight profiles such as SIDS and stars and approaches. You also get a feel for how the aircraft responds to your inputs, and you'll be expected to hand fly precision and non-precision approaches, including single engine approaches and go-arounds. You'll also need to handle an engine failure at V1 with a continued takeoff and subsequent safe recovery to land. It's a stressy situation, so you must know the procedures backwards, forwards and inside out, because in the moment your brain will also be operating on one engine. You'll have little spare mental capacity, so you need to fly on motor programs and muscle memory and cerebral memory to follow the correct procedure. Only repeated practice in the bomber is going to get you through this. You'll also have to learn procedures for dealing with hydraulic failures and electrical failures, pilot incapacitation and various minor failures. It's intense and it's hard work. And what I want to get across to you is that you need to work hard and prepare thoroughly for each session. And that's not all. You'll also do upset recovery training, low visibility training, and you'll also have to do the multi-crew instrument rating. But with all this hard work and preparation, you should pass your operational proficiency check and be ready for base training. Base training, that's where you get to fly the plane for the first time, and to be honest, it doesn't get more thrilling than that. However, there's still a long way to go and we'll talk about what comes next in another video. So that's all for now, and I'll see you next time.